Matcha has secured its place at the apex of the wellness beverage hierarchy. It appears in boutique coffee shops, wellness influencer content, expensive supplement blends, and morning routines curated for optimal performance. Its reputation is built on legitimate science. The L-theanine and HCG content in green tea are real, the antioxidant activity is real, and the moderate caffeine profile relative to coffee makes it genuinely attractive for people who are sensitive to the anxiety-promoting effects of a heavy espresso. The problem emerges from the very characteristic that distinguishes matcha from other teas, and that makes it a concentrating vessel not just for beneficial compounds, but for contaminants as well. Unlike standard green tea, where you brew the leaves and discard them, matcha is made from whole ground tea leaves that you consume entirely. Whatever the tea plant absorbed from its soil, water, and air goes into your body. Tea plants are known hyperaccumulators of certain minerals and heavy metals. They draw fluoride, lead, and cadmium from soil with unusual efficiency compared to other crops. This bioaccumulation characteristic is a product of the plant's biology, not a manufacturing flaw, which means it cannot be remediated through better production practices once the growing conditions are problematic. The geographic variable is critical here and is rarely communicated to consumers. Japanese matcha, particularly from regions like Uji, Nishio, and Kagoshima, is produced under stricter agricultural monitoring and on soils with lower industrial contamination histories. Chinese matcha, which constitutes a large portion of lower-priced and bulk matcha sold globally, is frequently sourced from provinces with significantly higher soil lead concentrations due to industrial pollution, mining activity, and historical pesticide use. Multiple batches of Chinese-origin matcha have failed FDA import screening for excessive heavy metal content, resulting in import refusals that are documented in public FDA records, but not prominently communicated in the consumer marketplace. The irony that deserves direct statement is this: health-conscious consumers who switch from coffee to matcha to reduce their chemical burden may, depending on the sourcing of their matcha, be increasing their lead exposure relative to coffee drinkers. Coffee, for all of its processing concerns, is brewed through filtration. You don't consume the grounds. Matcha drinkers consume the entire leaf matrix, concentrated. A daily matcha habit using a contaminated source could deliver meaningful cumulative lead exposure over months and years of faithful ritual consumption. The warning is proportionate, not catastrophic. Ceremonial-grade Japanese matcha from traceable origins carries a substantially different risk profile than bulk bin or heavily discounted matcha. Third-party heavy metal testing by brands like Peak and certain certified Japanese exporters provides a verification layer that matters. The consumer due diligence that the matcha market currently requires is unreasonable given how little of this information appears on labels, which is itself an argument for stronger FDA country of origin disclosure requirements on tea products. Until that regulatory environment exists, your matcha source matters more than your steeping technique.